Hey YouTube, I'm making this video in response to a video series by ravenGaigeSmith called Feminism is Bullshit and Feminism Part 2. I'm taking both of his vids together. I took the videos, I chopped them up into bits, some of the classic things, and I will present each clip with a commentary. They're not really in great order, but neither is the originals. He repeats himself a lot, and he goes back and forth quite a bit, so and I don't even recall which order they should go in. I'm not going to go back through. I did want to say one thing, just a real quick. Godless Hayes made a phenomenal video about this guy, another one of this guy's videos. I'll put a link up to it. If you haven't seen it, do see it. It is classic epic ponage. It's one of the best videos of its type I've seen in a long time. I don't want to talk too much, so just enjoy.
Feminism was started by Margaret Sanger and Gloria Steinem, the two bitches that pretty much led to the destruction of the entire country.
Feminism started with Margaret Sanger and Gloria Steinem. Do you know that those two, while their lives overlap, lived in two basically different eras? Margaret Sanger was the early part of the 20th century. Gloria Steinem was the last part of the 20th century. They both, they co-founded feminism together.
Margaret Sanger was a complete whack job. She was in favor of birth control, and she was a massive atheist. Okay, Gloria Steinem, her feminist movement was actually funded by the CIA and by the Rockefellers. All this information is on Wikipedia. All you gotta do is go to Wikipedia and look up Gloria Steinem and look up Margaret Sanger, and you can see all the drastic effects that these two whack jobs have caused.
All right, you say it's all in Wikipedia. All your information comes from Wikipedia. I looked up your these articles on Wikipedia. I happen to have some other background information on at least on Margaret Sanger. Most of what you say isn't there. It's not true. Sometimes the same words are used, but then you extrapolate it out into this complete bullshit. You're making stuff up. All right, you're pulling stuff off of Alex Jones's crap or other sources and saying that this is what the Wikipedia article says. I don't know that you know the difference.
No, this woman is completely nuts. And same thing with Gloria Steinem. These two think that they had their way when it comes to women's right to vote. They didn't have anything to do with women's right to vote. That was going to happen eventually, sooner or later, whether they realize it or not.
This is just insane bullshit. So you're saying that Margaret Sanger and Gloria Steinem think they were behind the women's suffrage movement? Is that what you're trying to say? Especially because Gloria Steinem wasn't born. She was born after women were given the right to vote. Margaret Sanger's not listed on any of the women's suffrage, the leadership or anything of the women's suffragette movement. She supported it. She was one of the millions of women who supported it, but she wasn't a leader or had nothing to do with it. So you're just making shit up, okay?
Between her and Gloria Steinem. And Gloria Steinem was also part of the Red Stockings for the feminist movement. She's the reason why the feminist movement is also as warped it is, because she was funded by the CIA, by the Rockefellers as well, and by the Rothschilds. And she was pretty much very deep in the NWO. She was drowning in NWO members. Okay, this whole feminist movement has made women think that they're so much better than men, where they can put women on a pedestal because of the media and all this bullshit propaganda with the government and the feminist movement and the CIA and the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. I can go on and on about who the hell's responsible for this.
Now, I think those last three clips I strung together really illustrate how insane this is. So all of this feminism, go through all this backing of it. You know, you're drawing these connections between things, and all this NWO crap is fucking insane, okay? Fucking, absolutely fucking insane, all right? It's tinfoil hat garbage. All right? And the red stocking feminists had nothing to do with Gloria Steinem. In fact, they were mortal enemies. They despised each other. They had nothing to do with each other. Anyway, you called it her organization. You're just an idiot.
She was a big supporter of the feminist movement. Actually, she was like one of the major reasons why the feminist movement occurred. She designed birth control. She designed Planned Parenthood. She had secret meetings with the KKK, with the Ku Klux Klan. She believed that every race outside of the white race should be sterile. She was all in favor of sterilization. She wanted to have like a pure white race. And she actually tried brainwashing the KKK with all these warped ideas that she had.
God, you're thick. Okay, look up read the wiki page on Margaret Sanger again. Follow some of the links and the sources, okay? Margaret Sanger. Okay, first of all, KKK. She spoke before a women's group, Wives of the KKK or something like that. Just like she spoke in front of women's groups, black women's groups, and Jewish women's groups, and other minority women's groups, and whatever. She spoke before lots of different women's groups. It wasn't the KKK, it was their wives, all right? And then again, she gave them these wacky ideas. What are you trying to say, that they were like, what? A friendly little gentleman's club before Margaret Sanger came along and gave them these vile ideas? The fucking KKK are now a bunch of fucking losers afraid to show their face in public, okay? She didn't give them these wacky ideas. The stuff about her trying to eliminate the black race and stuff is a bunch of crap. It's been proven false. It's not reflected in her writings. It's not reflected in the work she's done. So fuck you for saying it, you idiot.
I mean, she actually wanted to take innocent lives that were unborn and just slaughter them for no reason. She's the reason why there were so many abortions taking place, and she was a big abortionist. This woman was just completely sick. I mean, she's the reason why there's so many abortions taking place. She's the reason why there's so many unwanted pregnancies taking place in this country.
So wait, so she was anti-abortion, first of all. If you read her writings, she's anti-abortion, and she was all about birth control, about women taking reproductive control. You don't want that, apparently. Obviously, none of you fucking misogynists do. All right? But how is women being able to control through birth control and being anti-abortion responsible for abortions and unwanted pregnancy? Does that even make sense?
If you go out to any foreign country out there in the Eastern Hemisphere, well, probably with the exception of UK and Britain, but they're just as fucked up as the US is, you will not see this type of shit happening.
What country are you talking about? What countries? What are all those other countries you talking about, Brainiac? I'm curious. Considering the fact that most of the world, well, feminism is a worldwide phenomena. What countries are you thinking of? What you talking about? What? Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Afghanistan, Iraq. After we got done with it, are those the countries that you're holding up as this ideal about how women should be treated? Go ahead. What is it? What countries do you have in mind when they say that they don't have to deal with the shit we have to? Huh? All right, I'm going to end this with just a little clip. In case any of you ladies out there wondering why he's not taken, thinking, just some little bit of information as to why he hasn't been snatched up yet.
And as far as the equal pay for equal work, that's a load of crap in plain English, okay? Women, when have you ever seen a woman drive a forklift or lift 80-pound boxes at a warehouse? When have you ever seen a woman work an overnight shift hauling around heavy objects, like, say, like 80-pound, 90-pound furniture? When have you ever seen a woman do stuff like that? Most of the time, you'll see a woman sit behind a desk for 8 to 9 hours a day and drink their lattes and drink their coffees and do a little bit of typing on a keyboard and answer a phone maybe while a guy busts his butt out there doing all the hard manual labor. And I guarantee you the guy will be doing harder work for equal, if not less pay than what the woman is making.